So you may be sitting up, fully rested against your chair. You may be lying back. You may have your feet on the ground and the knees raised, or the legs stretched out. It's quite nice if you have got something to support the knees, so maybe a rolled up pillow or a blanket, or if you have something as fancy as a bolster, then they're quite nice to go underneath the knees. Something underneath the head is quite luxurious too, to add to the experience. Nothing too high, just maybe a pillow. As we're layering up what we need for our nidra, if you have these things, that is. Finally, it's like something to cover you is really nice. Even if you're warm, something soft to cover you. But if you're super hot, then you don't need to put that on if you think it's just gonna, it's more like a comfort thing really, the smoothness or the sort of weight. And then if you feel that you have something for your eyes, popping your eye bag on over your eyes. And then now seeing how does everything feel. So now you've physically placed your body in a position that hopefully feels just right. I'll move into the next part of the nidra practice, just settling with the sansula sound. So as the settling sound of the sansula takes us a little bit deeper down into our nidra, deeper down to that space of rest, nourishing, relaxation, calmness. Like the nidra is an old friend welcoming you back, giving you a hug, letting you know everything is good, everything is well right now. So letting the sense of the ground be felt underneath your heels or your feet, underneath your legs, underneath your backside, your buttocks, travelling all the way up the back of the pelvis, the spine, the rib cage. Letting the ground be felt underneath your arms and hands, and the back of the head feeling supported. And let your body be breathed. You don't need to think about breathing. Just allow your body to be breathed. The breath gently drawn in. And the breath gently breathed out. Very little effort required, even from breathing. And so without even thinking about it, as you're breathing, where is moving? Just a very light awareness of you moving as you're breathing in and out. Maybe you find the movement of the belly catches your eye. Maybe there's some movement in your back or in the side waist that you can sense and feel. Maybe you can sense an internal movement of the breath coming and going. And now sensing the whole body breathing. Sense the whole body expand and contract. Just simply on the breath. And see yourself in the space that you're in, just lying here breathing. Nowhere else to go. Nothing to do, and certainly no one to please. Okay, so now we're going to go searching for something that is cool and pleasantly cool. So nothing that's going to shock us with coldness. So think of something that is pleasantly cool. It could be a cool stone, a cool pebble, smooth, cool pebble that you've just picked up out of the sea. That would feel lovely. Or maybe you do like the coldness of ice, and that might work for you. Or just maybe imagine and sense and feel how it would feel to place something cool between your eyebrows. And that's where it's just going to sit for a moment. So we're going to follow the traditional 61 points, using this coolness as a way to place around the body parts, calming and cooling the body parts as we go through the body rotation. So if you have an object and you've placed it between your eyebrows, now imagine it being placed in the pit of the throat, or imagine the pit of the throat feeling cool. And inside the right shoulder feeling cool. Inside the crook of the right elbow, cooling down. Inside the right wrist. And then coolness travelling to the tips of the thumb and the fingers, from the index, the middle, the ring, the little fingers, all feeling nice and cool. And travelling your awareness back up to the coolness of the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and back up to the coolness of the pit of the throat. And then bringing coolness into the left shoulder, the crook of the left elbow, to the left wrist, and to the tips of the thumb and fingers in turn, from the big thumb to the index, the middle, the ring, the little fingers, all feeling cool. And then now travelling up to the coolness of the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and then travelling back to the coolness of the pit of the throat. And now placing something cool at the heart space at the centre of the chest, and another one just on top of the left chest. Go back to the one at the centre of the chest, and then coolness inside the right chest, and go back to the coolness at the centre of the chest. Placing your coolness over your awareness at your navel, down between the pubic bones, inside the right hip, the coolness now travelling down to the right leg, down to the right knee and ankle, and then bathing the feet in this cool sensation from the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth and the fifth toe, all bathed in this coolness. And now moving back up, the coolness of the ankle and the knee and the hip, to the coolness in the space between the pelvis. And then bringing coolness inside the left hip and knee and ankle, and to the toes in turn. The big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe and the fifth toe. And then travelling back up, the coolness of the ankle, knee and hip, to that cool spot between the pubic bones, travelling up the centre of the body, to the navel, the heart space, the pit of the throat, and where we began, at the space between the eyebrows. And now sensing and feeling all of these 61 points all at the same time, bathed in awareness or coolness, spacious, and now we've got a sense that we've bathed ourselves in awareness or coolness. And feeling yourself just bathed in this sensation, just for a little bit longer. And so we're now all here, lying or sitting, with our cooled down bodies, or our bodies of awareness. And then just mapping out the breathing in a triangular breath. So mapping out a breath that breathes from the right hand up to the space between the eyebrows, and from there down into the left hand, and from the left hand up to the eyebrow centre and down to the right hand. Keep mapping and breathing this way, breathing from hand to eyebrow centre to hand, alternating left and right. It's just like Nadi Shodhana, or nostril breathing, but without using the hands. Using the awareness from the right hand up into the left hand up, wherever you are. A few more rounds. And imagine this triangular breathing now, breathing from the right hand to the left hand to the right hand. Just imagine that the breath is breathing across the base of this triangle from one hand into the other. And then now from both hands breathing from both hands up to the eyebrow centre, to the apex of the triangle, the peak of your triangle, and then back down into both hands. Imagine breathing from both hands up to the peak and back down again. Triangular breathing. And then now moving away from breathing, the triangular breathing, just breathing naturally. Once again, seeing yourself lying in your space, wherever you are, breathing. Maybe watching down with kindness and compassion, watching yourself breathe, seeing yourself relaxed, calm and cool. And so now with the sounds around, apart from my voice, you can let them now enter into your little cool bubble that we've created. Maybe sounds of your pets or clock or the city hum outside your space, your room. And as we take in sounds, take in sensations, feeling anything that's supporting you, feeling covers and clothes, eye bags, blankets, anything that you've got on. And then feeling the underneath side of you, places of contact that we felt at the beginning. And then starting now to come back fully aware back into the space that you're in, bringing your practice of nidra to an end, as we've done all we can with this practice. So as you reconnect into your body, you might want to take a deeper breath. You might just want to wiggle or rock. So you're free to move around as I play the Sansula, bringing you fully back. And if you've got things to do, coming back awake, alert, aware. And if you've got stairs to climb, making sure, or go down, making sure that you're awake and alert for that. If you need to get moving but you're a bit tired, rocking is really good. Just rocking from side to side. Thank you so much for listening.